Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back to Watching Chickies. Now here on day 183 of our broadcast. And Watching Chickies is the daily live stream here on Reddit, and then later YouTube. Ooh, that was a giant poop one of them just had. About the lives and development of these 3 young chickens. And before you today, as always, in black is our ayam cemeni hen named Braveheart. In brown and gold is our onagadori hen named Kagome. And over there in gray is our little silky rooster named Stormy. Now, yesterday, last night, and this morning, we had a big winter storm come through our way. Everything's covered in white outside. I did a little personal video with the chickens. I took them to the door briefly to let them see the snow a bit more. They did not appear to be so enthused about it, so I brought them inside. But I will be uploading that video a little bit later today to our YouTube channel, so you could be on the lookout for that. I also, on our little subreddit, Stories for Baby Chicks, I also put a picture of some of the eggs that Kagome and Braveheart have been having, along with a special container that Lauren got me for Christmas. So right now we're just watching the chickens, enjoying their feed together, being rather messy as always. Stormy's being a relatively happy boy. Ooh, little drama there. Braveheart is very determined to get her fill right now. Oh my, a little bit territorial. You know what, Kagome? You're not being bad, you're just trying to have some food. Here. Here's some sesame seeds. Ooh, lovely sesame seeds. It's been a while. Oh, my little... Yeah, Mr. Stormy. Oh, all the lovely chuckle clucks there. Our Stormy loves his sesame seeds. There you go. There you go, my lad. Have a few more. There you go. Lovely just seeing some chickens enjoy a few sesame seeds together. We do like giving our chickens a bunch of treats. Yeah, Mr. Stormy, yeah. Mr. Fuzzy Butt. I know. Oh, you found some more? Well, thank you for telling, Daddy. Such funny little creatures. I'm glad that you enjoy Walnut Breeze. It is kind of a nice time just to sit back, relax, and just watch a few chickens have some fun, eat a few treats. I consider these streams to be my little daily dose of chicken therapy. It is actually much easier cleaning off. Well, it depends on the sort of movement they have. Sometimes, more often than not, a lot of their bodily movements are a lot more dry. Then we just use the little broom there. We clean off the towels, and we clean off the little blankets about every 2 to 3 days, and we do that through a sanitized cycle in our washing machine, followed by an antibacterial cycle in our dryer. And you know, the chickens enjoy kind of playing on these blankets. They like scratching at them, they like rearranging them. So it's a lot more stimulating for them than just walking around on the bare linoleum floor. And I think I'm lovely, says most pampered rooster ever. And yeah, we do pamper our chickens. We don't deny that. They're probably some of the most spoiled little chickens you'll ever see. They are pet chickens, members of our family and friends for life. So we want them to be comfortable, we want them to be happy, we want them to be healthy. So, we just focus on care for them. These little guys are never going to be eaten. We want them living long, healthy, happy lives. And Walnut Breeze, yes, that is a silky rooster right there. Very happy. He just gave another little chuckle cluck. Yep, and that's why we call the show Watching Chickies. We've just been watching these guys ever since they joined our family, which was the day after they were hatched. And today is day 183 of our broadcast. So these are probably some of the most well-documented little chickens that you'll ever see on the internet. We have, captured a little bit of each and every day of their lives. We have done this through storms, we've done this through blackouts, and we've collected all of these streams on our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies. So it's been quite a nice time. Oh, well, I don't have one favorite out of all of the chickens. I love them for all different reasons. Stormy is a nice little guy. I do love his fluffy little butt, but I love Kagome for how gentle she is with us, myself and my partner Lauren. She has such, this beautiful gradation for her feathers. I do love her long tail feathers as well, and how sassy she is. Braveheart, I do love how kind of a gentle spirit she has, how intelligent she is. She could really figure things out. You could see the sort of wheels going on behind her eyes when she's trying to... And yeah, they all have their pros and cons. And yes, silkies generally are pretty low-key chickens. They can be very content with just hanging out with their owners. We've had Stormy watch television with us in the past. He's very content to do that, just sitting in his little wicker box. It's quite lovely, actually. And the chickens are having a nice time here. Oh my. Stormy did not like Braveheart tipping out all the food there. He always likes making some commentary. And there's Kagome with her little horn voice. When she was a little bit younger, she had such a beautiful little sort of flute voice, but as she grew older, it kind of deepened, and now she kind of has a little trumpet. So, newbie, for turning on the audio, there should be a little symbol that has the speaker symbol, and you might actually want to click that if it's X'd out, and then see if the volume on your device is on. But of course, if you can't hear me, then I guess I couldn't tell you that. Oh, sweet catastrophe. I might check out that YouTube channel then. White House on the Hill, featuring a bunch of chickens, including ayam cemeni, just like you, Braveheart. Lovely girl. And Jack Dawson, UK, thank you for the Silver Award. You all right there, Miss Kagome? You arguing with Mr. Stormy about sesame seeds? Oh my. Oh, you got all fluffed up. It's just a nice, peaceful sort of feeding time right now. When we're done with today's stream, I will upload on YouTube our special little video in which I introduce the chickens to snow. I didn't put them on the snow because it would be a bit dangerous right now. I wouldn't I wouldn't really be able to follow them if they went too far. Our snow right now is snow mixed with layers of sleet, which makes it quite slippery out there. Oh, so much pecking right now. They're rather quiet. The occasional little bit of chatter to each other as they go through the sesame seeds. It's been a while since I gave them some new sesame seeds. The storm's over here for now. We just had our driveway plowed, but the snow is quite deep. I probably estimate we got about 8 to 10 inches. Braveheart's been quite nice. We actually discovered the egg that she laid the other day was not fertilized. So that means Stormy got lucky that one time, and then I don't think he's gotten lucky with Braveheart since. It makes a certain amount of sense. I've seen that Stormy has been focusing kind of mating with Kagome as of late. So it's interesting to see the dynamics going. So that means like not every egg that we're going to be finding is going to be fertilized. There's only going to be a chance of that happening. So come March, when we are going to be hatching eggs for real, we will probably have a higher chance of having the egg be fertilized as he gets a little bit older, as he gets a little bit bigger, and he starts to, you know, be a little bit more confident about mating in general. So it's likely now if we tried to let one of the chickens hatch an egg that we could end up with a dud, which could just be a rotten egg underneath one of them. So it's another good reason just to wait for a bit. And besides, these 3 little guys are quite happy with each other right now. We'll let them mature just a little bit more before they become little parents. And it'll be interesting to see the new family dynamic develop. And Stormy just drinks a little beakful of water and head back. Little beakful and head back. Yeah, the chickens do have their like little toes, and they do have their little nails right there. And you know, it helps them balance. At the end of the day, these are kind of the little descendants of dinosaurs that you're watching just kind of march around and peck about. And their nails are very good when they're outside to help them just kind of dislodge vegetation to find insects. So it's all just part of being a chicken. Oh, and another good recommendation about a YouTube channel there, Gold Shaw Farm. So there is White House on the Hill and Gold Shaw Farm. Interesting, interesting. And it's been lovely to see, I think when I last checked, we were up to 715 subscribers, which is absolutely lovely. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, that will be quite the milestone for the channel. We'll be able to start to do a little bit more on YouTube. A lot more things will open up. We can start to do live streams there as well. And I think there's a certain amount of subscribers you need to have there to be able to also put merch up on YouTube. I'll need to check that out. There you go, my little Stormy. Yeah, my little lad. There you go, Mr. Fuzzy Butt. Yeah, you're my little fuzzy butt. You are. Stormy's got a fuzzy butt. Hey, Miss Kagome. Miss Braveheart. Oh, Gesundheit there, Miss Kagome. Gesundheit. Little sneeze. Such hungry little chickens today. Yeah? Well, you've gotten a bunch of food. You've gotten all of these sesame seeds that you're eating. You got my special mix of your feed along with the crumbles that we've added. So I think all in all, you guys have had a pretty good day today. Lovely, lovely. I know originally I was supposed to be doing a film shoot today, but because of the weather, that all got canceled. I believe I'm going to be doing it in January now. It got rescheduled till after the holidays. So that should be fun. I think I'm playing a teacher in it. I think at the fitting they said I'd be a French teacher, which is pretty funny since I really don't know anything about French. I think I know like a couple of phrases. I know like parlez-vous français? I think that's it. Do you speak French? And the answer is none. No French. I believe it's part of a series on Starz. So I was on it before, but a different series, Power Book 2 called Ghost. I was a cameraman on one of the episodes for that. And it is on Starz, and this is Power Book 3, which I believe is called Raising Kanan. So that is the show that I'm going to be on in January, and there seems to be a little bit of drama going on between Braveheart and Kagome there. I think the power dynamic might have actually shifted a bit when it comes to Braveheart and Kagome. Because Kagome was always the little leader before, but this is the first time I've seen Braveheart actually kind of shoo away Kagome. Oh, and it could be quite fun being on film sets. It's definitely a much different experience these days than it was before. These days, you have all these different zones that you need to be a part of. There's like the red zone, the yellow zone, depending on like what personal protective equipment you need to have on. Everyone is getting COVID tested all the time. You might need to keep on a face shield if you're in a red zone. In a lot of productions that I'm in, you are wearing an N95 respirator, as well as any sort of mask, so definitely a lot. And Polarity, Kagome has done quite a good job with laying her eggs. I know she's laid 5 eggs in 5 days. I don't think she's laid another one today, but I could double check here. No, I don't spot any egg there today. I'm not sure if she's going to be having another egg today. You know what? I might go pick her up and see if I can feel one. So for little hens, you can actually... Oh, and there's our Stormy trying to mate with Kagome again. I'm going to see if Braveheart feels like she has an eggie. Braveheart, come here. Come here. Come here. Braveheart's a little bit heavy down there, so there is a small chance she might have to lay today. I know you want to go eat. Here you go. Here you go. No, Stormy. No. Miss Kagome, come here. There you go, my lovely. She's doing well today. Such a gentle little hen you are. Lovely. I think it's quite likely she's not going to have an egg today, but she might have an egg tomorrow. No, Stormy, I'm not going to pick you up like that right now. Maybe a bit later. Yeah. What, getting a little jealous that I picked up the girls and not you? Oh, dear. Whoa. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on there, Braveheart? You don't need to bully. Does there need to be more food? You've already spread so much on the ground. Oh, Stormy. All right, I'm going to put in a little bit more food. You see, Kagome is very excited. Oh, so is Braveheart. Braveheart wants the first bit of food. They are... One thing the chickens really do love is they really love the special blend that I have made for them that I mix in with their regular crumble. Like, you can see that they get very excited about it. Okay, let's give you a little bit more. I mix in a lot of things in there. I mix in pine nuts, which is one of Kagome's favorites. I mix in pumpkin seeds. I mix in sunflower seeds. There's parsley in there. Red pepper flakes, and a bunch of other goodness. There you go, my lovelies. And good guy me, 008, well, thank you for the helpful award there. Much appreciated. And Aurea Rose, well, I do love the chickens myself. And no, my name is not Michael. My name is actually Richard. These are 3 different breeds of chicken. In gray, we have our little silky rooster named Stormy. In black, we have our ayam cemeni hen named Braveheart. And over here in brown and gold is our onagadori hen named Kagome. And one of Kagome's favorite things that I've discovered is actually pine nuts. So Kagome goes nuts over pine nuts. So I'm going to show you that now. There you go. She could actually eat some of the pine nuts whole, as you see there. Oh, you don't want any more? Just those couple? She might be a little bit wary of how close Stormy is right now, because Stormy is on the prowl. It could be something about the chickies' diets that causes their egg production to ramp up. These breeds normally only produce 1 egg a week, but they are producing quite a bit more than that. I'm going to put the rest of these pine nuts right here in the feeder. There we go, guys. Oh, happy Stormy noises. Oh, very happy. A few chuckle clucks there. Good chickies, getting along there. Yeah, Mr. Stormy? Always a comment from you these days, yeah. You do like talking back to Dad. Though I do like it when you try to imitate me, and you do that mwah, mwah, mwah. As Stormy tries to talk like a people. But Braveheart's definitely trying to eat as much as possible over there. She's just spilling everything out into a little pile to make it nice and easy to eat. And I think we're going to be getting a new sort of feeder for them soon that they can't so easily move around. That should help on them producing a lot of waste. We can waste a bit of food sometimes. But right now they're very focused on trying to eat what they spilled out, which is quite nice. I'm gonna move back the water so they don't dump as much food into the water. Oh, gesundheit there, Miss Kagome. Well, Stormy's turned into a big little guy now, a fairyist. You know, he's our head little rooster here. He's putting his chest up proudly. His head is way high into the sky as he looks around for the safety of the girls. He's a bit bigger than Miss Kagome. He's been mating with both of the chickens lately. Though Braveheart's last egg was not actually fertilized. And a mission definition. Well, you know, chickies can be funny little creatures sometimes. And I do, you know, really love Stormy's chuckle clucks when he has them. I never expected to hear such a pure sound of joy from a chicken, but there you go. He can make that sound, and you could just tell how happy he is. The only thing that might make him happier is a little blue piece of paper like he could get from a streamer over there. They are laying about like 4 to 5 eggs a week apiece, so we're getting around 8 to 10 eggs a week. Both of their breeds normally only produce a single egg a week, so they are, well, you know, kind of like in the top % of their breeds. And Stormy, of course, produces 0 eggs because he's a little boy. No eggs for our Stormy. He's all about just trying to fertilize them. Yeah. Keeps trying to mate with the girls, oh my, oh my. And Mr. Fluffy Butt, do you want some time with Dad? These guys are strictly pet chickens. We only have 3. They are members of our family and friends for life, so the eggs are just fringe benefits at this point. They will never be eaten. They're just here to be delightful little creatures. Some chickens do roost in trees there. Acceptable cup 3288. In any area where you might have some wild chickens, and these are usually areas where, you know, they used to have domesticated chickens that then kind of went out into jungles or forests, they would kind of roost in low hanging branches. And Mr. Stormy, no, come here. Yeah, my little man, I'm picking you up. There you go. There you go, Mr. Fluffy Butt. Yeah. We are doing well here. Come here with Dad. I know. What, you want to see the girls? Oh, dear. There's your little plump. He's just watching over the girls right now. Kagome is kind of doing a little bit of inspecting the towels over there. I'm not sure if she's trying to lay another egg today. That would be a bit surprising. That would make 6 eggs in 6 days. But, you know, if she wants to lay another egg, that is up to her. That is her little prerogative. So the ayam cemeni, I would say, they get a bit bigger than the silkie chickens that you see here. I would think that a lot of apartments wouldn't allow chickens. You'd have to look up the sort of rules for your apartment or your town, because there's lots of rules and regulations about having chickens, both in the United States and abroad. So first I would check there. When you have chickens as pets, I would recommend that you have at least 3 chickens. And that's because chickens are incredibly social animals. They need a lot of stimulation. They depend on their flock for companionship. And if you only get 1 chicken, Whenever you leave the house, they will feel incredibly lonely. And a lonely chicken becomes an unhappy chicken, and an unhappy chicken can become a sick chicken. But if they have two other friends to play around with at all times, they can be a lot more rounded. They never feel lonely. They always have that companionship. And yeah, I would say 3 would be the bare minimum. 2 might be manageable, but if something happens to that other chicken, that would spell bad news for your remaining chicken. Acceptable cup, 3288. You cannot fertilize an egg after it comes out. The egg needs to be fertilized while it is still in the chicken. So Stormy needs to be able to do that with the girls before they lay their eggs. So they're just kind of foraging here on the blanket for a while. And beep-boo, beep-boo, beep. Yes, I am back here on Reddit. I'm actually broadcasting on Reddit every single day. We have streamed every single day of the Chickies lives. And hey, if you don't want to have pet chickens, that's fine. 0 chickens is fine. You could always tune in to this broadcast for your daily dose of little chickens if you want. Braveheart, you dumped so much food right here. You can eat that. There you go. I do hear Stormy talking to the girls every once in a while. And they have, quite a few different voices that they use. There was a bit of an argument that Stormy had with Kagome yesterday. There was a bit of yelling going on. So they even have different moods at times. So occasionally I have spotted Stormy pick up a piece of food and then drop it, and then the girl eats it. I'm not sure if he's doing that intentionally to feed them, or it's just that the girls see an opportunity to take food from him. Oh, and prairie life, that sounds lovely. You have a farm, you have a bunch of chickens on the farm, they're not your pets. They come out of the coop at sunrise and immediately break off into small groups and scatter across the farm. That sounds like quite the sight. You should, if you haven't already, you should try to stream that on RPAN. I bet you would have a lot of watchers for that. And we also do upload all of these live streams to our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies, and there's a link to it in my profile. One of the most interesting new things I've seen here on Stormy is he's developed these 2 sort of proto-feathers right here on his butt. They look quite stylish. They kind of cross over each other. Right here. And it gives him a little bit of an air of distinction. And so right now the temperatures outside, we got to 10 degrees Fahrenheit last night with the snow and the sleet. I would say this is probably too cold for the chickens right now. We're probably, they get a little bit too cold when it starts to get into the low 40s. So, yeah, we just look out for temperatures like that. When it starts to get into the sort of high 90s, it gets a little bit too hot for them as well. So it's very fortunate that we have this space for them that has access to. Oh, and what the circumstances are, Lauren and I will always be looking out for them. There we go, little ones. And Stormy does have a little chicken butt. It's quite fuzzy there. Yeah? You got a fuzzy little butt there, Stormy? Oh my. Such a little cottontail butt you have. You do, my boy. You do. Well, we never eat any of our little chickens. They're going to be living long, happy, and healthy lives. And our chickens are quite a bit different than the any sort of chickens that you would find being served over here in the US. Those chickens are breeds that have really been bred to maximize their size. They are given lots of hormones, unfortunately. Like it took these little chickens about 6 months to grow up. Those chickens can grow sort of full size within 2 months. These little chickens will probably be living 12 years or more, whereas those chickens could live maybe a max of about 4 years. It seems unfortunate to me what's been done to those chickens through breeding. A lot of them don't seem to have very happy lives. Sometimes their bodies are too big for their heart to really properly function and to support their bodies. That's one of the reasons why I'm happy that we're able to give these chickens a higher quality of care, a nicer life. They don't need to stress out about anything. They just need to be their cute little chicken selves, enjoy their lives, play with their blankets, and just have some fun. And Ronald, thank you for the Hugs Award. And yes, Prairie Life. There are also large-scale abuses going on there on a bunch of chicken farms. I'm glad that's not happening on your farm. There's lots of places that say that they have free-ranging chickens. And when they say free-ranging, it means that somewhere within their giant, chicken farm, they have a single door open. And then if the chickens never go out, that's fine. They can still claim that they are free-ranging. And when the chickens have been living inside all the time, they haven't been brought out at all, why would they be going outside? So when the weather is good, we do bring out our chickens. They get to enjoy the yard. We have an outdoor coop for them. So our chickens do know the outside. It's one of the reasons why we're waiting until March to hatch our next eggs. Because we want the little babies to be able to go outside without the weather being too bad, so we don't end up with agoraphobic chickens. Show Me Pizza. These guys are our pets. They're members of our family and friends for life, so they are not food, though they do donate the occasional egg to us. They do enjoy playing with the blankets and the towels there. We've tried giving them seems like they most appreciate things like blankets and towels. And yes, that is quite sad there, Prairie Life. Some of those chickens do live their entire lives in cages that they can barely turn around in. Fortunately, our little guys, well, they are able to have a lot more fun, walk around, socialize. They get pets from myself and Lauren. We pick them up every day. We show them that they're loved. And, I've been very impressed for how much warmth that these little chickens can have, even as Stormy runs away from Kagome. Oh, good little guys. Just sharing a meal and playing on some blankets and towels. Well, we will probably wrap up around 2:30 today so I could get some work done here at home. Ooh, lovely little tail wag there, my Kagome. So for any of you who follow our YouTube channel, we are going to be putting up just a very short special little video where I introduced the chickies to snow, which I did earlier today. So that will be a little bonus for you guys on YouTube. Oh, so much activity all of a sudden, all this flapping about. Hello, Gomu Gomu, no way. Oh, just a bunch of pecking right now. They're rearranging the blankets with a little bit of chicken feng shui. I'm glad that we've had quite the stable broadcast today. Yeah, me too, Stormy, me too. Some days it's not as stable as other days. But today it's been rather delightful. And you're looking at a bunch of chickens right now. They are pets, members of our family and friends for life, which means they will never be eaten. Though they do donate the occasional egg to us. We're just seeing a bunch of preening from our onagadori hen named Kagome. Her tail feathers right now are a bit longer than 15 inches. Her breed, the onagadori, is an endangered one. They can grow tail feathers that are longer than 20 feet in length or over 6. There's a little silkie rooster and the silkie breed bird. Quite funny little chickens. And over here we have Braveheart. Hyperpigmentation, which means her black coloration goes all the way down to her very is actually named after the Inuyasha character. We thought it fit because she's an endangered breed of Japanese chicken. She was the first one to jump out of the box. She looked at me, little living storm cloud. Thus, Stormy was named. Kagome did not move her tail feathers, so there was no to work. They are quite intelligent and lovely little creatures. They have different little bouts of affection and then like to spend a bunch of time by themselves. Chickens have even been known to hunt rats and mice. So I do kind of consider chickens to be kind of the cats of the bird world. Braveheart, Braveheart, wanna come here? Wanna come here, or are you eating? Oh, you're still eating, aren't you? Wanna come here? Braveheart, Braveheart, come here. Oh, she sees me. She keeps looking at me, but she's saying, I am too hungry, Dad. Let me finish my food. Don't rush me. And you know what? We will not rush you. And I'd like to thank you all for following us. We will be standard time. If you have enjoyed this content, feel free to check out our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies. There's a link to it on our profile page, as well as a link to our Instagram and our Patreon, Memento Mori, Lucidity, Xanthe, February Monster, and Susan. And thank you all for joining us. Test might be starting to have a few little hiccups, which is fine. We are just kind of closing out for the day now.